Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Najla Syama binti Rosisha. My mention number is 23DIB90F2024.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Shuaida binti Azahar. My matric number 23DIB90F2064. I'm from class DIB 5B.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Amirul Haji bin Abdul Bakar. Nombor matrik saya 23 DIB 19F204.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nafidul Romlan. I am from class DIB 5B. My matric number is 23 DIB 19F2050.
Alright, today I would like to present about the introduction Wall Street Money Never Sleep movie. So, it was directed by Oliver Stone, released in 2010, and is the sequel to the 1987 film Wall Street. The film starts with the release from jail of Michael Douglas as Gordon Gekko before cutting to a rather elaborate plot involving Shia LaBeouf as the young trader with some scruples, who are rising in a world that just happens to be collapsing at the same time as investment banks run by, likes of Frank Langella and Josh Brolin teeter under weight of the 2008 financial crisis. The story then carefully weaves in more and more to Gekko, who conveniently also happens to be LaBeouf's future father-in-law and a dad to LaBeouf's on-screen fiancée, Carey Mulligan. Z Chick 2010. Greece seems to be Wall Street Money Never Sleeps team reckless and over-the-top risky behavior led to the bubble in the housing price bursting due to the actions of Wall Street firms. Shia LaBeouf, played by Jack Moore, works for the Lehman Brothers SQ Keller Zabel and he is mentored by managing director Lewis Zabel. Movie portrayal of real-life characters in is Gordon Gekko is based on Eva Bursky, a well-known Wall Street figure who went to jail for insider trading. Lewis Zabel and the Keller Zabel Investments is based on Jimmy Kane, former chief executive of Bear Stearns, since the first Wall Street firm to be bogged down by the economic crisis, and Brenton James is partly based on Jamie Dimon, head of JP Morgan. Brenton's fictional firm Churchill Schwartz is based on Goldman Sachs. Alright, they have 6 characters in Wall Street Money Never Sleeps movie. So the first character is Michael Douglas reprises his role as Gordon Gekko, which won him an Academy Award after the original film. Gekko has recently been released from prison, and after failed attempt to warn business leaders of the imminent economic downturn, he decides to try to rebuild a relationship with his estranged daughter Winnie. Alright, the second character is Shia LaBeouf, portrayed as a Jacob or Jack Moore, an ambitious young proprietary trader who works for Keller Zabel Investment and is in a relationship with Winnie. LaBeouf's role in the film has been said to be a role similar to that Charlie Sheen's in the original. Alright, the third character is Josh Brolin, plays as Brenton James, head of the Churchill Schwartz investment banks, whom Jacob blames for the death of his mentor. Brenton has been described as being a villain. Okay, so the fourth character is Carey Mulligan, was cast as Winnie Gekko, which means she is the daughter of Gordon Gekko, Gordon's estranged daughter and Jacob's fiancée. Winnie has not spoken to her father since his imprisonment. She blames Gordon for the suicide of her drug-out brother Rudy. The character has been said to be the moral center of the story and described as being liberal and to some extent passive. Alright, the fifth character is Frank Langella, was cast as Lewis Zabel. His death ultimately leads the characters to discover the shady practice of James Banks. Susan Sarandon portrays Sylvia Moore, Jacob's real estate agent mother, who is just as consumed by greed as Gekko is, but in a different sense. Audrey, a tough, intelligent trader in the Wall Street trench, is portrayed by Vanessa Ferlito. So the last character is Natalie Morris, Vanity Fair magazine editor Graydon Carter, economist Nora Robinie, financial Warren Buffett, and director Stone's mother have major roles in the film. Jim Cramer also make a brief appearance after Stone cast him because he was a former hedge fund manager. Stone, who had came in the first film, plays a similarly brief role in Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. Alright, here we go. This is about synopsis of Wall Street Money Never Sleep movie. So I will present a little bit synopsis from this movie. Okay, the economy is slowly starting to crumble. Bretton hosts a fundraiser and invites Jake and Winnie. Gecko asks Jake to front him 10,000 so that Gecko can also attend and have another chance to reconcile with Winnie. Wandering around the party, Gecko ends up bumping into Buddy Fox. Apparently, Fox this time in prison had went on the Bill Brewster airliner into one of the premier airlines in the country of his father's retirement and death. Fox sold the company and retired as a multi-millionaire. He wishes Gecko well, tells him to stay out of trouble. Gecko approaches Winnie and Jake at Bretton's table, but Winnie leaves. Gecko arrives. Gecko and Bretton exchange a tense conversation where Gecko implies that he has proved that Gecko is responsible for putting him away. Bretton gets uncomfortable but points out that Gecko is no one. Gecko leaves him to find Winnie. Bretton tells Jake that the Chinese are going to invest 150 million in the fusion research Jake has been supporting. Outside of the building, Gecko finds Winnie outside on the steps and they have an intense conversation. He tells her that she's all he has and she is his girl until the day that he dies. She hugs him and Jake watches them have their moment. Jake calls the head researcher and tells him that the money is on its way.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nur Firdaus bin Romlan. I am from class DIB 5B. My metric number is 23 DIB 19F 2050. So for today I would like to present about the movie and I want to give review about the movie. So my presentation for today is analysis of the issues of white collar crime. So while the issue catastrophic collapse occurred in trade marketing, there was also the case between top firm where when the US financial market start to decline, then Keeler Zebra Investment lost 52% of its market capitalization within a week and had to get a bailout package from another bank from Wall Street. However, the effort did not prove worthwhile when Bretton James, who was the head of rival firm named Churchill Schwartz, acted by thwarting the effort by stopping the bank from providing a dangerous and immoral bailout package. Moreover, Bretton also has an ongoing rivalry with Louis that back to the early day of dot-com bubble when the Bretton firm had significant exposure to technology companies. With that, their bank had contacted Keeler Zebra Investment to get bailed out but was turned down by Louis James. Finally, Keeler Zebra committed suicide by jumping in front of a train at the station due to an undeveloped fault and continued to succumb.
Solution, recommendation and implication for the issues. The solution to the analysis of the issue of white collar is that we should act more wisely and responsible because in business there will definitely appear various challenges. We should strive to find as many enterprise and agreement as possible that can dig up more information and evidence of someone's involvement in fallacy and crime in a trade. This can clear up rumors about the company and also on behalf of others. In addition, in trading in stock, we also definitely involve things that can be illegal but shanty should be with good intention and should not be missed of so as to be able to burden the lives and finance of others. Next, the management should be responsible for observing and implementing Sharia rulings and decisions made by the SAC and the Sharia Committee respectively. The management also responsible to identify and refer any Sharia issue to the Sharia Committee for decision, view and opinion, and it is responsibility of management to allocate adequate resources and manpower to support the Sharia governance framework that commensurate with the size, complexity and nature of the IIF business. The infrastructure and resources to be provided should include, among others, budget allocation, reference and research material, trainings and development.
mention story Wall Street Money. Wall Street Money previously tell us that in the financial world, greed is the major game player. It's greed that makes or breaks someone. Greed that can make a person rich beyond measure or poor beyond poverty. The greed for money and hunger for more result in the collapse of the economy and some of the major financial institutions in the world. Rumors and deceit are part and parcel of the stock market, and entity must be on its guard and prepare its defensive mechanism to retaliate against the financial wars. Bring good only for the time being, but in the long run, it puts men behind bars like Gordon Gekko and Brenton James. Dalam cerita ni dia beritahu, conclusionnya dia beritahu dalam dunia financial ni, dia menunjukkan tamak itu adalah sesuatu permainan yang membuatkan seseorang ni menjadi kaya dan jauh daripada kemiskinan. Diberitahu tamak wang adalah lebih banyak mengakibatkan kejurutan ekonomi dan beberapa institusi kewangan utama di dunia. Jadi kabar angin dan penipuan adalah sebahagian bunga dari pasaran saham. Jadi sesuatu entiti mesti berjaga-jaga dan bersedia dengan mekanisme pertahanan untuk membalas perang kewangan ni. Jadi dia beritahu tamak ini membawa kebaikan hanya untuk masa yang pendek, dalam masa yang terdekat sahaja. Jadi pada masa yang panjang, tamak ni meletakkan seseorang itu seperti di belakang bar, seperti dalam cerita Wall Street Money ni, seperti Gordon Gekko dan Brenton James.